Do you think that the current alignment of the U.S. with, for example, the trade relationship we have with China should be, for example, should we think about reforming that, scaling back how much trade we do with China, not buying as many Chinese goods, or do you think that the other argument is true, that we need to engage them, and by trading with them in the volume we're trading with them, we're creating open doors to them?
If you think that in the last 5 years 38 cities were built in China, and that we are trillions of dollars in debt to China, and before we make any plans how to make China buy our bad goods, then probably we should talk about how to get out of debt from so-called enemy of the United States, China. Is China an enemy? Then why in the hell do we borrow money from them? Why do we get their credits? Why do we do it? If we call somebody and if I call you an enemy, I will not let you into my house. So again, we have one big lie that is being interpreted so many different ways that I personally don't understand. How can we be in debt to China and borrow more and at the same time claim that they are our enemy? We create an enemy, we create a danger. Yeah. We do everything to put Joe Schmo in debt. If you listen now to the statistics that say that average American is $40,000 in debt, including little babies. And this debt covers also Chinese debt. How can we afford to spend $1 trillion on a stupid war? Because we borrow money from China to do that? How about buying little Billy? How to buy him breakfast at school in West Virginia?
Boris, let's say, hypothetically, the United States pulls out tomorrow every single soldier, and the al-Maliki government is in charge. Doesn't that set us up for a greater Iran that has now increased its position, pumping out more oil? But what's the alternative? I know we can't ask, many other governments are not going to put troops in.
We were lazy bums, not looking for alternative energy.
Right.
All of those years, we were depending on somebody's oil, gas, anything else. This is a rich country. This country has oil, has gas, has nuclear power, has wind, has ocean waves. That is an enormous source of energy. There's a lot of green power in this country. And if it comes to war, if they hate us, leave the bastards alone. What will they do? Sail on their canoes to the shores of the United States and attack us with what? With slingshots? Please, give me a break. This country does not need to be in Iraq, does not need a war with Iran, does not need any association with anybody into and provoking anybody. This country needs to bring our boys and girls back home, give working people a break, create this, that as I said before, so little Billy in a little school somewhere in Pow Pow, West Virginia, can have breakfast every day, can have a pair of shoes, and so will also his siblings have. That's what I want. And again, stop pushing this. Look, I grew under fascism in Poland during Second World War. Then I grew and I studied in communist Poland. And if you just change the names, the vocabulary that I hear today from the White House is exactly the same. It's the same misinformation, the same propaganda, how wonderful it is, how everything works, and of course we will fix this, we will fix that. When? Mr. Bush is for 7.5 years in the White House. He didn't fix a damn thing. He ruined everything. So, talking about enemies, we are the enemy to ourselves. We have an enemy in Washington, D.C., in Congress, that nobody believes in Congress anymore, in the White House, in enormous government apparatus. That's what we do.